Hello, great Indians. Okay, how are you? Hope you are doing well at your home. So today we are going to study the new chapter, that is the polynomials. This is a chapter 2. It is a very important chapter and very simple chapter. Generally, two or three questions come from this chapter. Okay, so please follow one advice that when you are watching the video, okay, carry the pen and notebook with you, because the mathematics can't be learned with the orally. Okay, you have to practice, and when you are watching the video, when I am giving the instructions, you have to write the formulas or whatever the questions I am giving you. You have to write all this in your notebook, right? So we will start with the chapter, that is the polynomials. We have already learned the polynomial in the class 9, okay, but that was the basic part. What is a polynomial? Polynomial is nothing but it comes from the two terms poly and nomials. Poly means many and nomials means terms. Polynomials are formed from the algebraic expressions whose exponents are always a whole number. Okay, we have already studied how we can classify the polynomials. We have already studied how we can find the degree of the polynomial. Okay, so these all things we have learned in the class 9. Let's recapitulate it, okay, with a short video. So in class 9th we have discussed about the polynomials in the one variable and their degrees. Okay, we have already discussed what are polynomials and how we find the degree of the any polynomial. So let's recap about the polynomials which we have already studied in the class 9th, right? So first of all we will start with the algebraic expressions. What are algebraic expressions? Algebraic expressions are the combinations of the constant terms, coefficient terms and their and their operations. So it is a combination of constants such as any numbers, variables may be anything, let us take x, y, z, u, t, anything variables, and the operators like addition, subtraction, anything, okay, is called as a algebraic expression. So it is a combination of a constant, variables and the operators, right? So these are the algebraic expressions, and the polynomials are formed by the algebraic expression. Let us take an example, x plus 2. So it is a combination of the variable x and the 2, okay. In the second example, root x plus 5. In the third example, 1 by x plus 3. So these all are the algebraic expression, but are these algebraic expressions polynomials or not? Let's discuss about these expressions are polynomials or not. In the first example, it's polynomial because we have already discussed the exponents should be whole number. So first example is polynomial, but other two examples are not a polynomial because their exponents, their powers are not a whole number. In the second example it is 1 by 2, and in the third example 1 by x means when it is shifted to the numerator it is x power minus 1. So these two examples are not a polynomial because their powers are not a whole number, but the first example is a polynomial. So in this way we can identify the polynomials, okay. So what is the definition of the polynomials? Polynomials are defined as algebraic expressions whose exponents are a whole number. Let's discuss about the degree of the polynomial. What is degree of the polynomial? The degree of the polynomial is nothing but the highest power of a x or any variable is called as a degree of the polynomial. It is defined by in any polynomial it is defined by p of x. Let us take an example, p of x equals to x plus 2. So what is the maximum power of x? Okay, the power is 1, so its degree is 1. So you have to check the power of any variable, highest power. So the degree is 1 in this first example, and if the degree is 1, we have already studied about the classification of the polynomial. So if the degree is 1, it is called as a linear polynomial. In the second example, 2x square plus 4x plus 1, what is the maximum power? 2, so the degree is 2, and hence if the degree is 2, it is called as a quadratic polynomial because the degree is 2. We have already studied the classification of the polynomial. So here the degree is 2, therefore it is called as a quadratic polynomial. In the third example, 5u cube plus 2u, the highest power is 3, okay. So in this example, if the highest power is 3, so the degree is 3, and if the degree is 3, it is called as a cubic polynomial. So depending on the degree, the polynomials are classified as a linear, quadratic or a cubic polynomial. So in this way we have classified the polynomial based on the degree. If the degree is 1, it is called as a linear polynomial. If the degree is 2, it is called as a quadratic polynomial. If the degree is 3, it is called as a cubic polynomial, right? So these are the classifications of the polynomial, right? So now what is the general form of a polynomial? Let's discuss about the general form of any polynomial. So linear polynomial general form is described as ax plus b. Okay, so this is the general form of a linear polynomial where a and b are nothing but the real numbers. But remember students, the coefficients of x, that is a, should not be equal to the 0. Okay, so this is the general form of a linear polynomial. Now quadratic polynomial, the general form of quadratic polynomial is ax square plus bx plus c. Okay, where a, b, c are the real numbers, but a should not be equal to 0. Remember here, the a should not be equal to the 0. In the cubic polynomial, the general form of any cubic polynomial is ax cube plus bx square. So student, this is the topic, that is the zeros of the polynomial. This is not a new topic to you. You have already studied the zeros of the polynomial in the class 9. What is zeros of the polynomial? Let's see with the one example. Let us take an example, p of x equals to x minus 3. This is a linear polynomial, right? So we will substitute the value of x one by one. Let's take the value of x equals to 0. So at x equals to 0, that polynomial, we have to substitute the x equals to 0. So 0 minus 3, that is equals to minus 3. At x equals to minus 1, that the polynomial will become x equals to 1 minus 3, that is equals to minus 2. Let's take the value x equals to 2. At x equals to 2, the polynomial will becomes 2 minus 3, that is equals to minus 1. At x equals to 3, the polynomial will become 3 minus 3, that is equals to 0. So observe here, the polynomial answer will become a 0. So at which value this polynomial is 0? At x equals to 3. So we can conclude that this 3 is a 0 of this polynomial. So how we can define the 0 of the polynomial? 0 of the polynomial is that value of the x at which the polynomial will become a 0. So 0 of the polynomial is the value of x or any other variable at which the polynomial will become a 0. So that is a value, 0 is nothing but the value of the x or any other variable. This is the variable x, or you can consider any variable. So at that value of the x at which the polynomial will become a 0, that value is called as a 0 of the polynomial. So we will study about the linear polynomial. Okay, we have already discussed about the types of the polynomial: linear polynomial, quadratic polynomial, cubic polynomial based on the degree. So we will study about the linear polynomial. We have already discussed in this session that what are the general form of the polynomials. So this is the general form of a linear polynomial, p of x equals to ax plus b, where a should not be equal to the 0. Now we have to find the generalized form of a 0, right? So let's take x equals to k. So we have to assume that k is a 0. Like in this example, we have taken that x equals to 3. 3 is a 0 of the polynomial. But now in the general form, we can consider that the k is a 0. It means that you have to substitute the value of x equals to k. So wherever there is x, we have to substitute the x equals to k. So x equals to k equals to a into in place of x, we have to take the ak. So a into k plus b equals to 0. A into k is ak plus b equals to 0. When we shift this plus b to the equal to right hand side of the equal sign, that plus b will become the minus b. So ak equals to minus b. So k equals to minus b upon a. So this is nothing but the value of a 0. So for a linear polynomial, what is the value of 0? K equals to minus b upon a. So what is the value of k? Minus b upon a. But what is b? What is b? B is nothing but the constant term, and a is nothing but the coefficient of x. So how we can generalize this formula? Generalization of a linear polynomial, that is the formula for 0 for a linear polynomial, is minus b upon a. What is b? B is nothing but the constant term. Okay, b is nothing but the constant term. And what is a? A is nothing but the coefficient of x. So a is nothing but the coefficient of x. So this is the formula for a 0 of a linear polynomial. So what is the formula for 0? You have to remember. You don't have to remember this derivation. Only you have to remember this formula. What is the formula of 0? 0 of a linear polynomial is minus of constant term upon coefficient of x, or minus b upon a. So what is the general form of linear polynomial? Ax plus b. What is the formula for 0 of a linear polynomial? Minus constant upon coefficient of x. This formula you have to remember for the future, right?